Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace back again with another pickup video. I went by the flea market today and picked up a number of items. In fact, you probably will be surprised at how much I got for how little I spent. First of all, I picked up another LaserDisc player, so I have 6 now, and some LaserDiscs. But before I show those, I picked up a number of vinyl 45s. I love picking up stuff on the smaller regional labels. This was a label out of Nashville. Gary U.S. Bonds. Okay, I had a copy of this record when I was a kid. First of all, this is the side I heard a lot on the radio, and was the reason I asked my mom to pick up a copy of this record. I was too young to drive, obviously. On the other side of that was actually a song that I played more frequently. Now, I never had this single, but I did have the LP at one time that this was off of. Jethro Tull, Bungle in the Jungle. Another small label, this one out of New York. And I will collect anything on the Atco label because I had a lot of 45s when I was a kid on the Atco label. However, I was not familiar with the Bee Gees being on the Atco label. All of the 45s that I had bought when I was younger on 45 by the Bee Gees were on the RSO label. Anyway, and finally, for the 45s, the Doors. Okay, now for the LaserDisc player. As I stated before, this is number 6 for my collection. Those are the outputs. Manufactured in 1990. There was a military variation of this model that would handle between 110 volts and 240 volts and was switchable between 50 hertz and 60 hertz. This is the consumer model. This is a Pioneer CLD 980. And as I told the seller at the flea market, I don't know how I'm going to justify buying a 6th player to my wife, but actually she didn't say much. In fact, she pretty much took it for granted that I would do something like that. Okay, I've already entered these into the LaserDisc database. I'm within just a few LaserDiscs of hitting 800, and I've got some coming. So this was a placeholder entry, was what I like to call them anyway, the LaserDisc database. It had the title, the publisher, and the date of the film's original release, and that was it. I submitted all the other information, including the mint marks and so forth. This is a British film. Strangely enough, Image Entertainment, of course, licensed stuff from every conceivable source that they could find. But I was surprised to see that they had licensed this title from RCA, Columbia Pictures Home Video, because they released their own LaserDisc. But then Image licensed titles from Vestron, and Vestron released their own titles at one point. So, and the same goes for HBO Video, come to think of it. Anyway, this was made by Technodisc. Let me make sure I wrote them all down. Yep. Wedding gift. This one was manufactured by Mitsubishi. And as I've stated before, I've had good luck with titles made by Mitsubishi. Prince of Tides. Now, this was made by DADC USA, and I checked the mint marks at the database, and they were different slightly from those that are on my copy. They indicate the same manufacturer, DADC USA, but one was slightly higher set of numbers, so methinks that they just simply reprinted from the disc master they had made before. Okay, this one is in beautiful condition. The Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond. From Republic Pictures. And I'm looking at my hand scroll over writing there. Manufactured by Pioneer USA. Field of Dreams. Which was made by Pioneer USA. If you collect a lot of American issue LaserDiscs, Pioneer USA is the manufacturer you're going to come across the most often. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And let's see here. Made by Pioneer USA. Okay, this one I could tell you already that it was made by Pioneer USA. This is a sealed copy of a disc I already have. But I'm going to keep this sealed because I'm trying to get as many sealed LaserDiscs as I can, and if I can get an open copy, I will of course keep the sealed copy sealed. This is from Shadow Entertainment, which was another of the labels from Charles Band, who of course created Full Moon. This is a sealed copy of Creepazoids. Originally marked by the seller at the flea market for $12, but I paid $1. Don't know why, but Shadow liked to use black and white stills on the back of their jackets, even though the films were in color. Lana Quigley, Ken Abraham, Michael Aranda, Richard Hawkins, Kim McKemmy, and Joy Wilson. Directed by David, well, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, but his name shows up a lot on stuff from Charles Band. Sneakers. And I didn't write down who manufactured it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, this is an interesting release for more than one reason. First of all, it was released very late in the game. If I remember correctly, December of '98. And even though it is only a single disc, it is in a gatefold jacket. Now, interestingly, there was a manufacturer listed for this title and a set of mint marks, but mine were different, and in fact a different manufacturer. I'm trying to remember now. I believe that the one that was in there already was for LaserDisc USA. This was made by Mitsubishi. When Harry Met Sally, made by Mitsubishi. Coal Miner's Daughter, which is in beautiful condition. And again, I only paid $1 for this. Made by Pioneer USA. Running out of time. Havana. Okay, this was made by Pioneer USA. And finally, Truly, Madly, Deeply, with Alan Rickman. And if you don't know who he is, I feel sorry for you. This was made by LaserDisc USA. Total for everything, LaserDisc player, LaserDiscs, and vinyl records, $30. 30. So I think I did pretty well. I have more stuff coming, some more LaserDiscs and other things, so until next time, stay awesome.